We just came back from North Africa. Do you have the map of Africa? Yes. Project it, let them see. And I love those environments that are around the Garden of Eden. It blesses me every time I'm there. Do you have the one that Africa and Middle East? Okay, beautiful. Okay, the only thing is that we don't get to see the full picture. But show the first one you showed, and I will show them. Ending of the year, last year, I was at the tip here. Now you can see how Africa ended. Africa actually ended with a tail. If you go to your map and Google, you see some map that attach that tail. Some remove it. There's a tail at the tip of Africa. It's not that smooth the way it is. You know, that tail is a piece of land that moved into the ocean. On this side, Atlantic Ocean, on the other side, Indian Ocean. So we drove to the end of it, 2 hours drive on it. You get to the end, that's where Africa ends. And it's like this. So we decided to touch the water. If you fall from there, you are dead because you're falling straight into the ocean. Now, if you're in Lagos and we describe it, they don't get it because Lagos, the land and the sea are flat. You just walk to the land, you touch water. But at the tip of Africa is a very high mountain. South Africa is well fortified. They can't have water problem, wave. They can't. Because no matter how high the wave is, it will hit the mountain and go back. So South Africa, if this is the water, the sea, South Africa starts here. It's very high. Maybe like, okay, let me tell you. We decided to get to the water. It took us 1 hour, 30 minutes to climb down to where we got to the water and to come back. I mean, you are standing at the tip of the water, that's water. To get down there, 1 hour, 30 minutes and come back. So 45 minutes going, 45 coming. That's how high. Even Obudu Cattle Ranch that is into the sky, it doesn't take me that much to get to the valley. I have done it 2 times. I take my family there. So, and those things are amazing. They're amazing. Cape Town, if you Google it now, you will see, is the most beautiful city in the world. I'm going to tell you 5 things, so I'm already telling you the first one. And somebody is wondering, when is this going to start preaching? I've started. It's the most beautiful city in the world. It has 3 wonders of the world in one city. And then this tip that I'm talking about is where 2 oceans meet. It's very rare. The Indian and the Atlantic Ocean. So you have a lot of waves and turbulence there. And so we just came back from another part of Africa. Having been to the tip of the Cape, we now went to the uppermost part of Africa, is Tunisia. We went to Morocco and Tunisia. You can see Morocco there, then Algeria, then that yellow part is Tunisia. So really, the uppermost part of Africa, you see, sometimes when you think about North Africa, you think about Egypt. There are 7 countries that make up North Africa. You have Egypt, there are Libya, Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco, Western Sahara, Northern Sudan. It's not Egypt. Egypt is on this end, the uppermost part. And Africa has a horn like this. It has a horn. At the other place, it has a tail. That horn is the capital of Tunisia, called Tunis. So we asked them, what's the meaning of the name Tunis? or Tunisia. They say it means key. That is the key of Africa. And we finished the conference towards the weekend. They now took us. Yeah, beautiful. You can see that's the uppermost part of Africa. This place is higher than here because we first went from Lagos to here. You might wonder why I'm showing you all this. I'll tell you in a few minutes. We first went from Lagos to here. Actually, the whole journey took me about 12 hours because there were about 3.5 hours waiting period between Morocco and... So, somewhere along the line I was asking myself, are we still flying within one continent? 12 hours will get me to US. Why am I spending 12 hours going to Africa? It's the uppermost part of Africa. This top part is called Tunis. Tunis. Now you can see Atlantic Ocean is here, Indian Ocean is there, East Africa is bordered with Indian Ocean, Kenya and the rest of them. You and I, Lagos and the rest, Atlantic Ocean. There is another water that borders Africa. It's called the Mediterranean Sea. This water, on the other side of it is Israel. On the other side is Turkey. On top of it is Europe. For example, from where we are standing in Tunis, in the night, you look and you'll be seeing part of Italy, Spain. In the night, you'll be watching people in Europe. It's just this water that you cross and you are there. And you will see thousands of your brothers and sisters from different parts of Africa, black Africans, who have traveled. Nigerians are traveling through the Sahara Desert by road. They get to North Africa and they settle, looking for money to pay those that will ship them over to Europe. And then, of course, you also meet Arabs that are trying to. You can see at Morocco, the distance between Morocco and Spain is very short. Actually, they even said in the past there was a land connection, but water has cut it. So somebody could have taken his car and driven into Europe. But for some reason, there is a small cut there. So here is not a long journey at all. If you actually know how to swim very well and you can defeat the sharks, you can decide to try this one. But then look at Middle East. We have a land route. So look at Egypt. The children of Israel went to Israel. Look at the land of Palestine is here. Look at Israel is there. This is Egypt. They went to Israel. And all they needed to do is drive this because I have driven it. I've driven from Israel down to Egypt. We went to the desert of Sinai. Mount Sinai is not in Israel, it's in Egypt. Actually, a part of it, it's even in Arabia. It's within this Arabian desert. So I don't know who owns it. That's where it is. But guess what? Instead of following this road, they went to cross this sea and then make their journey back here. Meanwhile, there was a short way to where they were going. So the two illustrations I've given you brings two messages to the point. Number one, become a global Christian. You can be locally placed, but be global in outlook. The world has changed. From your village, you can become the next big thing in the whole world, because of the World Wide Web because of the internet. So when I talk about going global, 4 elements comes in. Number 1, God gave the church a global mission. If you will obey the Great Commission, which is a global mission, it's a global mandate, it will take you around the world. You know, here, I don't want to come and preach to you. This is like coming home. I have seen the world. Here, I would like to give you secrets. What have taken me 30 years to learn, I would like to find the most important secrets. If it's only 2 sessions I have with you, I'd like to give you those ones that can change your life immediately, starting now. And then pray for you that it will start happening. Are you understanding? How can you be killing your own manufacturing engine? How can you be killing your own economy? Anybody that knows Bureau de Change will know that if you travel anywhere in the world, the money they make from the exchange rate that is official and what they do at the black market, even though their black market usually are made official too, is usually 0 point something percent, maybe 0.5, 0.6, 0.3, and they make all the millions they make as profit. If you ever get one full difference between the official rate and the black market rate, that's $1 or €1 or one of any currency. That is economic boom for those in the money market. Yesterday, we wanted to buy something, import something from abroad yesterday. So they gave us 480 is the exchange rate for pounds. So I called our people in the bank. I want to get bank rates. And they worked out a bank rate 445. And they said, Pastor, this is just the asking price. You can now negotiate it down if you are ready. And I checked, already 35. And then there is CBN rate. We have 4 exchange rates in one country. I'm leading a delegation now to the Middle East, Israel, in October. And we have checked to see what is the exchange rate. 2 something. Where everybody is buying at 4 something. So do you know that government exchange is what a lot of people who are playing, you know where they are from. They go and buy it up at that and then come to the black market and they're selling. So you go, a businessman, you need 1 billion to bring in, you go to the bank. The bank will tell you they don't have the money. We can only give you 50 million. You go to the black market man, he tells you if you want 100 billion, I can provide. And you need to see the kind of profit he's making. All over the world is 1 digit that is the difference, maximum. Here, some people are making 200 and something. Some people are making 100 and something. And we're talking about dollars or pounds. So I get it for 280. I go and sell for 480. There's no other business to do. It's not that business. Because if you start that business with 1 million naira, in 1 year now, you'll become a billionaire. You'll become a billionaire. So that's where we are. That's where we are. The scarcity you see is man-made, it's not God-made. So that's why I'm talking to you. You have to become a global Christian.